Hi guys, Motion by Golden here, and in this video I am going to teach you how to come up with countless ideas and how to plan your short form videos, or what we call viral reels. So that's what you're interested in. Let's get into it. Like I said, you've never made a short form video before. You are absolutely confused about how to go about this whole thing, right? This tutorial is the best tutorial for you. So first of all, I'm going to reveal the script of this tutorial. I'm going to reveal the script. So this is a script I got from a trial. This is a script I got from a trial. And you know, it's about this brand, Joyride Sweets, and it took 1 year for this candy brand to make 14 million and become the most followed in their industry. So I reverse engineered their two-step strategy and found the secret marketing channel they have been using that most brands completely ignore. It starts with their content psychology. They position themselves as crusaders, blah, 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 blah. So what I'm trying to do is this client needed high retention editing. So I'm going to use this means to show you how I come up with ideas. Now, you don't necessarily have to use Photoshop to draft your ideas. You can easily use notes like this to put your idea in a bracket for each of the sentences, right? Or you can use maybe a jotter to, in case if you're someone that forgets things very quickly, you can use a jotter, you know. So now, in this video, this is not a talking head style. This is entirely going to be animated. So it's there's going to be nobody, like we're not going to be having any face on screen. So first of all, we're going to start with this first line, right? It took 1 year. It took 1 year for this candy brand, right? Now, like I said, this is going to be very high retention editing. So first of all, I want to open up with a hook. So maybe I would do something here like it took 1 year. So something like this. Let me use text and let's say it took let's scale this up. It took 1 year, right? Now this is just one form of short form video. It doesn't necessarily mean that all clients are always, you know, going to be looking for this style. So it took 1 year. I would love to use Helvetica New. Let me look for it. Helvetica New Black, and I want to reduce the spacing, something like this. Yeah. So it took 1 year. Maybe let's say I make this black italic, you know, and then I put this like this. So it took 1 year. So this is the first sentence. This is the first thing that's going to pop on our screen. Now I can decide to do colors as well, but it doesn't matter that much here. I'll do all of that in After Effects. Now, I don't necessarily follow this process, like I said, but for someone that is new and you're struggling with, you know, coming up with these ideas. Now, Joyride Sweets for this candy brand. So which candy brand are we talking about here for this candy brand? So we're going to go to Joyride Sweets. Want to see what they look like. Okay. So yeah, this is what the brand looks like. Joyride Sweets, blah, 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 blah. So now what we can do here is, based on these packaging designs that we have seen, let's just copy this image and let's bring it to Photoshop, because we want to create our ideas very quick and we don't want to spend the whole day on this one task. So for this background, let's just say I make it pink as well, right? I make it pink as well. And then I can add the word for this candy brand, right? And I can say the word candy. Okay, hold on. Let me just, why is it not showing up? I think my text is pink. Yeah, it's pink, obviously. It's not still responding. Okay. All right. So let's say I just use this, this for instance. I can go with a deeper shade of purple. Right, I can go with a deeper shade of purple here. I don't even need to start thinking of the colors as much just yet because there's a lot of work to be done, but this is like the ideation process. And then I can duplicate this over here and I can I can remove that, or how do I take that thing out? Candy brand. Let's say candy brand, right? So this is the idea for this particular point. So this is, like I said, this is going to be very fast paced. This is going to be very, very fast paced. Let's see if we can use, that color is horrible. Anyways, I just think the other color was perfect. The purple was perfect. Then now don't stress too much about each of these frames. But I'm just showing you how we come up with the ideas. So I'm still going to do more lines to make a $14 million profit. So this is going to be very generic. I mean, just like every short form content. What we are going to do is we're going to take this off and then we're going to do 14 million, right? Scale it up like this. And then we're going to do that money splash thing. Actually, I don't really like doing that stuff, but money, how do they call it? Dollar splash PNG. I'm going to keep repeating this through this tutorial. You do not have to do this, right? You do not have to do this, but this is just to teach you the process of how, this whole thing is done. Let me see if they will let me download it without signing up to their website. Okay, I think they will. Oh my God, this is taking so long. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to bring our money splash thing in, something like this. So money is going to splash right on the screen, and let's just make that money thing green. Now we'll do the rest of the whole complex designing in After Effects on all of that. Okay, so 14 million. Like I said, we already have 3 frames from this first line, and become the most followed in their industry, right? So, and become the most followed. So what we are going to do is we're going to look for Joyride Sweets Instagram. Am I going to be allowed to log in Instagram? Oh, they're going to need me to log in. Ouch. All right, so the thing is I already have their Instagram saved somewhere. So I'm just going to look for it. This is a project I worked on. I think I had their Instagram. Yeah, so I'm just going to drag it. Oh, I didn't create a different ad board. All right, so create a different ad board, and for this other ad board, let's delete that IG out, and then let's put this in, and so we want to show their IG page how they are the most followed in their industry. So one of the things I might do in this frame is that I might want to, how do they do it in Photoshop? Oh, okay. How did they do? Okay, yeah, I think I'm getting it. So what I might want to do is I might want to darken the whole thing, and then like make this part where the what is it called, the followers is showing, to be the part that is popping up. Then another thing I can do is I can, for context, in case I am a very forgetful person, I can add a text to just remind me. Countdown timer here. So we're going to have this, if this 956k followers loading up, like counting up, right? So we have 4 frames now for the first, the most followed. So this is the most followed in their industry. Now in their industry is going to be another screen on its own once again. And you might be wondering why. Why do we have to make all these screens for each of them like this? It's because, to be honest, this is high retention editing. So there's going to be a lot of cutting in their industry. So in their industry, we might decide to have so let's just do something really creative here. Let's pull these images in here and drop all of them in. And one of the things I can do is, so let's go back to that Joyride Suites thing. Joyride Suites. Okay, so let's look at these designs. We want to create something sort of like this, sort of this look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread this out at different areas of the canvas, right? I'm going to spread this out in different areas of the canvas. I'm going to spread this out in different areas of the canvas. And yeah, something like this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a background. Now I'm designing too much, but I'm just for context. What the hell did I just do? This is not inside the artboard. Okay. Then let's say I make this purple. And then what I want to do is I'm going to kind of make these edges darker, like probably, yeah, I think that should be good enough. Make these edges like darker like this, you know. And then I'm going to add a drop shadow to just make these things look like they are seated on this surface. Now, once again, I'm designing too much. I should stop. Okay. Yeah, something like this, but I'm going to pick this color as the drop shadow. I'm going to pick a deeper variation of that color so it really looks like it's that surface. Let's make it deeper. So it really looks like it's on that surface. Then I'm going to copy that color, whatever, and I'm just going to paste it on all of them. In their industry. So we have, this is what in their industry is going to look like, right? Let's go on to the next thing. Then the next part, what do we have here? So I reverse engineered their two-step strategy. I reverse engineered. Now, sometimes like this, when I see words like this, I reverse engineered, I can just decide to go with the text, but then let's see if we can find reverse engineered, reverse engineering. Let's see if we can find something that can give us some kind of visual clue or something, right? So I'm seeing a couple of ideas. Okay, now I kind of like this thing I just saw here, reverse engineered. I kind of like it. Kind of like it. So let's see if we can. I'll be able to pull that off in After Effects very easily. So it's a viable concept for me. Remember, you don't pick ideas that you cannot execute. You have to be able to execute them. So I'm going to, where's that thing? I'm going to like copy it and I'm going to bring it in here. Something like, okay, hold on. Let me recreate it here before I go to After Effects and it doesn't look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this black. Okay. Sorry. All right. So let's make this big. Reversed engineered. Okay. And then like pull this up as well. Okay. So I'm just going to be rough with this. So let's say reverse. Right. Yeah. Reverse engineered. Engineered. For instance, okay. So there's going to be an arc. There's a way I would lay it in what's it called? There's a way I would lay it in After Effects. I wouldn't have to go through this stress, but it's supposed to look something like this. A reverse engineered. It's supposed to look something like this. So I would be able to do that more comfortably in After Effects. I've lost my Photoshop skills badly, so I know I'm supposed to put it on a part, but I don't want to go through that stress right now. So now reverse engineered. I'm just going to put some cues for the motion here. I'm just going to put some cues. So this is going to come in from here like this, and this is going to come in from here like this. And they are going to be rotating, right? They are both going to be rotating to reveal this word, reverse engineering, like reverse engineering, right? So we are just planning. We're just planning right now. Like I said, you don't have to do this all the time. But if you're starting out, sometimes you just need to plan the shot so that it makes sense. Okay, so the next thing, what's the next thing that we have? And found the secret, right? They are okay. Oh, they are two-step strategy, steps. How would I visualize something like steps to make sense? Steps. There are two steps. Okay. I'm just looking for a visual cue. I mean, we could do this, but nah. I beg, it's too much work for someone that is new to After Effects. That'd be too much work. So, okay. So what I think we're going to do is this. So let's just take everything out here. And then we're going to write the word to, right? To, and then we're going to write the word step. And what we are going to do is let's make this both of them. Let's make this step bigger a little bit. Okay, so put this here like this. So you're making something like a step but with boxes. Step, right? So now what we do is okay, so at this point, two-step strategy. So I think instead of all of this, I think we would just do two-step strategy as text for this part because it's very quick. So there is no need for us to spend too much time on it. Strategy. Two-step strategy. Okay, and we bring it down like this. Okay. And what I'm thinking is, if I wanted to add notes to this, I would say two-step comes first. This one comes first. And then this one comes next on its own. So it's going to be on its own. Okay, so if you see now from this, this our little board, we are building a video. Gradually, we are building a video. And let's go on to the next part. And found the secret marketing channel. Now, when they say something is secret, right? You will not know how to visualize everything. So let's go back to Google. Let's type the word secret. Okay. Secret. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's try secret icon. Let's see how secret is visualized in different ways. Okay, so I like this idea. I just saw this idea, right? I loved it immediately. So what we are going to do is we are going to have a box, a mail like that, something like that. And let me just draw it. How does that look? Okay. Something like this. And then we're going to have this paper come out. And then we'll have the word strategy here. Okay, so I have the word strategy there. So that's what's going to be for that screen. And secret marketing channel. Oh, my bad. Secret marketing channel. Should I change that up? Okay. I think I would put the words marketing channel in here instead. Marketing channel. Lock this down like this and bring it down. I do not really like this idea, but I think it can still fly. Let me see. Marketing. So another thing that we can do is we can have, let me just copy this real quick and let's close this down. We can have something like this. And then for one of these channels, we can, let me use my brush. I'm really keen on this part because so we can now have something like a question mark on one of these and make it white, by the way, just for context. So we are still like planning everything. So this is like the other marketing channels, but this is like the secret marketing channel. I don't know which of these two that I like. I think I would keep this one instead first. And okay, yeah. Secret marketing channel that most brands completely ignore. secret marketing channel they are using. So this will hold secret marketing channel they are using. It will hold the whole of that sentence. And then we'll end this part with, yeah, I need this one again. J, move it. And then would say that most brands, okay, that most, okay, so for this part, here's what we are going to do, that most brands ignore. So we're going to take this out and we're going to put another notation here. Oh my God. This is getting messy. We are onto something. We are cooking, right? One text on screen. So it's going to be like that most brands ignore. Like that most brands ignore. You understand? So that, then most, then brands, then ignore. So it's just going to pop, okay, completely ignore. So one text on screen. You don't need to make it crappy like mine. But yeah, so completely ignore. It starts with their content psychology. It starts with their content psychology. It starts with their content psychology. How would I visualize something like this? So let me, oh God, am I opening Premiere? It starts with their content psychology. So I'm thinking we've already done text here. So if we continue text for this part, it's going to be pretty boring. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to pick their page. I think we have their page somewhere here, yeah. So we are going to pick their page. We're going to duplicate it. We're going to pull it over here. We're going to drop it in to this part. So we have it here. And what we are going to do is for this screen, we are going to zoom into their thumbnails, sort of. Just zoom in, zoom to this side, and just like a slide zoom, like we zoom in here like this. We zoom in here like just to show the content that they have on their page, something like this. And then when it gets to that point where it says content psychology, what do we do? Let me add levels. Let me see if I can use levels. Too much. Oh, no need. Hold on. Put this, make it all black, reduce it, and put the words content psychology. Okay. And then maybe change this to white or whatsoever you want it to be. Okay, so we've gotten the script down up to this point, all the way up to this point. And you see now, with this level of planning, when you get into After Effects to start animating, you're not going to be thinking too much or stressing yourself too much, right? You already have like a plan of what you want to do in After Effects. So from here on, I'm going to go into After Effects and we are going to make our animations for all of these scenes. Now, there are going to be challenges along the way as expected, but we are going to knock each of those challenges out of the park and get you with a sweet retention-based short form content. Let's get it.